Hey guys, maintenance time. Thought I'd do a quick little video of replacing the ignition coils on this 2016 F85 X5M. Fairly common consumption item on these 63 TU motors. You should do them at most at every 50K. If you're developing misfires, or if you have recently done your spark plugs and a bit of a misfire after doing your spark plugs, more than likely the coil got damaged on removal and reinstallation. Fairly cheap and easy job to do. I have gone with the Bremmy replacement coils. These are the Delphi style, but they're not Delphi themselves. The biggest difference between the Delphi style and the Bosch, well, there's a couple of differences. They're Bosch are all plastic body. These are metal body with a plastic insulator here. I think on the Delphi ones are actually ceramic. Overall, well-built coil. The big thing between the Bosch fitting, those are the cheap ones, is right here at the connector. The Bosch have a little separator, almost piece of plastic, so the connectors on these 63 TUs will not allow you. I mean, sure, you could probably have one of the Bosch ones and clip out the little separator that goes right in there. Basically is a little vertical plastic separator. So the harness connectors on this will not accept the Bosch one, so you have to get this style. These are the Bremmy ones from Rock Auto. They were 28, 30 bucks Canadian. Pretty cheap to get. If you're doing anything with ignition, especially ignition boots, you want to use some dielectric grease just in the center section there. Got a whole whack of them in there. Yeah, so I'll get to it. Pretty straightforward installation. Remove your airbox. In my case, the AFE aftermarket intake that I've got. Hose clamp, hose clamp, hose clamp, hose clamp. MAF sensor, MAF sensor. Take the lid off, the engine cover off, and then you can get into here pretty easily for 1, 2, 3, and 4 coils back there. Really shouldn't take much more than 10 minutes aside, pretty much. This side you can't really see, but it's very straightforward. I'll take this engine cover off, and then I'll just do a quick set of tips for the coils themselves. Be right back. All right, so I'll basically show you one, because if you get the idea of one, you get the idea of all. Given that you're not pulling out the spark plugs here, you don't need to actually remove, for example, the vacuum canister. Don't need to remove the intake elbow, turbo inlet elbow, because you can get everything you need. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 coils here. Like I said, previously I've numbered them, so I remembered what was going where by bank. So yeah, pretty straightforward. You just kind of reach in here, you flip up the connector. See it flipped up there? Allows you to remove the harness. Backed out. Let's just tuck the MAF connector out of the way. You can just pull the harness out. You can see it's now pulled out. And because I've previously greased these, they should come out reasonably well. I did the first time I put them on. There you go. Pops right out. You can see if you can focus. So that's the old one. And I guess I was wrong. I thought these Delphi ones were ceramic here for whatever reason. But that's old. That's new. That's really as hard as this job gets. You have 3 more on that side. Obviously 4 on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. This side, actually, I may, as I recall when I did the plugs, you actually have to remove the intercooler split circuit reservoir. That's just this one Torx bit here. It comes out, it'll flip up out of the way, and you can get to the other 3 or 4 back there, 2 or 3 back there. See 1, 2, and then number 2 is a second cylinder. It's not actually number 2. The second cylinder on passenger side is directly underneath this, and then the other ones can be reached by just simply moving some of the harness stuff out of the way. So yeah, super easy job. Should be done in a few minutes. There's really not much I should really add about doing the job. It's really as simple as unclipping and then pulling it out straight up, pulling the new one on. Again, key is you always want to add some dielectric grease to the inner of the rubber boot here at the bottom of the insulator, and that should keep everything happy, corrosion free, and help keep things like arcing down and whatnot. It's an insulator that helps prevent that. So anyway, that's it. Grease this up, slide the old one back in, clip the harness in, you're done. Don't be afraid. Anyone can do this. Very minimal expertise. It's really only 2 tools that you actually need. In my case, the flathead screwdriver to undo the hose clamps for the airbox, and then on the other side you'll have to undo that Torx bolt or Torx screw, I guess, here to lift and pull. This moves up because it's connected to this flex line. You can just move it up and flip it upside down over here. Gets out of the way. Again, flip the clip, pull it out, grease the new one, slide it back in. Bingo bango, you're done. Hope that helps. Super easy to do. Enjoy, guys. So one quick addendum here. I have finished the the driver's side. Took 5 minutes tops. I've removed the reservoir here. Again, that screw, you flip this up. And then I did forget that there are 2 T30 Torx screws to get out of there to remove this bracket so you can pull up the second coil. But other than that, it's pretty straightforward. I have my trusty power ratchet. Should make quick work of that. Anyway, that's really the only last trick. And then next cut will be starting the car up. Thanks. So after removing that bracket, I've got all 4 of the passenger side coils out. Actually, passenger side has quite a bit more room, so they came out in like 30 seconds for all 4 of them. Looks like there was some water or leakage and corrosion into one of the cylinder bores for the plugs. Anyway, these are the old ones that just came out, starting from front to back. Not great. So I will replace those quickly and get us back in business. Alright, so startup post coils. Cold start with cold start turned off, so it's always a bit rough when you first start it, but not getting the big surging kind of thing. That's me giving it throttle. Seems okay. That's it, job done. Button her back up. Alright, there we have it, all buttoned back up. All laying nice and smooth. Nothing spooky. With video and everything, that was about a half-an-hour job. So don't be scared. Try it for yourself, friends. Good luck.